negligence.
Right. That's the man. That's
Look what
sometimes.
happened to that woman that went to, I mean, she went to jail, yeah. I mean,
Right.
that happened just after George Floyd.
Right.
I forget her name, but she shot that young man who tried to flee from the traffic stop. He was like 20 years old, a young dad, a black guy. I can't
I
remember
remember
his
that.
name. She pulled him over. She bullshitted and said she thought she had her taser, and she really pulled her handgun out and shot him.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that
It
happened right
was
after George
fucked
Floyd, I
up.
think. Right.
Yeah, she went
Yeah.
to jail. She went to
Yeah.
jail.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting to the point where they have to go to jail
Right.
because it's like, well, no, we can't have this many cops fucking up.
Yeah.
I heard, I don't know if it was Chicago, but there was like a specific group of police officers
Yeah.
that were known for assaulting women,
Really?
like raping and
Oh wow.
sexually assaulting women, pulling them over and
Mm.
like doing and
That's
some
crazy.
of the women, a lot of the times they were doing it to women that were like really poor
Mm.
and from like not good neighborhoods
Because they knew they had no
because
power.
nobody was going to believe
Believe
them
them.
or
Yeah.
care about it.
Care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was really messed up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Freaking bastards.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
problem with power is like once you have the power, you
You
can
can do what you want.
Yeah, you become corrupt almost immediately.
Right. Like who's gonna stop you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was just about to jump on Dave Chappelle for a minute.
What about Dave Chappelle?
Because I feel like that's kind of like where he went in a little bit of a direction.
He's
Like
starting to be a little bit towards. So he's starting to be a little bit too political.
not just
Or
no,
he
it's
just
not even political. It's like
too.
he can have his opinion and say what he wants to say,
Mm,
but because of his power, his financial power,
mm,
his
influence.
sway over the industry
Mm.
and just who he knows and
Mm.
how much money he has,
Mm.
he can get away with saying fucked up shit,
Mm.
and there's not much to be done. And
Yeah.
on top of it is there's community to back it up. Like there are people who are like, yeah, I love his shit.
Well, somebody told me. I
Yeah,
don't know if
fuck
it's true.
trans people.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if it's true or not, but
Like just recently at a college, a trans girl got killed.
really,
Yeah, murdered.
That's sad. Damn.
Or high school. It was either high school or trans. I've been following a little bit of the articles that popped up, but she was getting harassed in school,
But
and then the same kids, I think, murdered her.
From what I heard the Chappelle, like the people at Netflix, and mainly I think they said like the CEO of Netflix is like a huge Dave Chappelle fan. Like
there you go.
You know, like in college, like Chappelle's show was like
it's amazing.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said.
Chappelle
like that's why
great.
he's able to be able to say what he says and not because the
there's
guy.
A bit of there's a bit of that, and then there's just money, capital.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he's making money.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's saying fucked up shit, there's like at least 50% of the people love him.
Right.
So we're gonna stick with it.
Right.
And the other 50 can hate him.
Right.
And it's not 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, that's why people stick with certain things. Like they're like, "Oh, this is ridiculous."
So as long as you're making money, you can do it.
Well, and now I'm gonna jump around now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's why the gun industry prevails.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I forget the name of the comedian, but he did a whole thing on guns, and he was from Australia, and he said there was a large massacre. I think it was in the 80s in Australia.
Right.
And after it happened with the guns, the government's like, no more guns. You know, I mean, you could still have access, but it's very specific.
Right.
And all the Australians were like, okay.
Right.
No. I mean, maybe there was some pushback, but not like here. Right. There's so many deaths caused by guns between suicides, school shootings, homicides.
Yeah.
And some of those guns are unregistered because there's so many fucking guns. And gun lobbying and the amount of capital that comes out of guns in America is so strong that the murder of children and innocent people doesn't matter.
Right.
It's about the money. The money outweighs the murder and innocent death over anything. And they rather have an excess of guns. Also the fear. They want people to be afraid. And so like all of that is just, that's what makes it so fucked up. It's all in behest of capital. It has nothing to do with freedom to have a firearm. They're like, oh, well, there's enough people in this country that believe having a firearm and maybe even having a firearm that's like worthy of being used in war instead of self-defense.
Right.
Be in their house and have access to it.
Right.
Is more important than the lives of children in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I still want access to my weapons.
Yeah.
You know, so
a lot of that
it's a shame. It's a shame that these kids died, but
right.
you know, I don't want you to take away the law. I want the laws to be easy, so I can get the weapons I really enjoy having.
Insecurity.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the one thing I say immediately is, especially for anybody that argues like
not insecurity, but insecurity.
No, it is. It's fear.
Yeah,
it's fear.
Yeah,
I told you, fear, depression. It's one or the other. They're afraid. One of the things that you hear as an argument, other than home invasion, which happens very rarely, and you don't need an assault weapon for that. Right. Assault weapon will go through multiple layers of drywall.
Right.
So you can end up killing your family.
Yeah.
But another reason is I gotta protect myself against the government. You know, it's my freedom and my right to bear arms, especially if somebody wants to like come on my property and is from government. And I'm thinking to myself, if the government wanted to come and get you,
they're gonna come get you.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a bunch of guys in a car. Like if they want to take you out because you're a problem, they just fly a drone over your house and bomb you. They've been doing it in Afghanistan for 20 years. That's how they take out targets. They weren't using military operatives.
No.
So why would they do that if they have a more powerful option? They're not going to put themselves in harm's way to get rid of you.
Right. Yeah.
Or they could do something accidental and make it look accidental.
Yeah. Your car blew
that
up.
happened with one of the people just around when Trump was getting elected or after he got elected, and the Proud Boys were doing crazy shit at some of the things. There was a guy who was part of I'm trying to name the name of the group. They're an anti-fascist group.
White National Socialist?
No, not white nationalist socialist.
Okay.
They're anti-fascist.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like anti-fascist.
Yeah.
The name of the group. He got apprehended for killing like a Proud Boy with a handgun. There was some kind of like thing going. I forget where it happened. It might have been in Washington. And he was part of the anti-fascist group. And he shot and killed a guy, but he got apprehended by the police. He was killed in custody.
Really?
Yep. They killed him.
What?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, and I forgot how they said what it is. If you're getting tired, let me know.
Oh no! This is good stuff.
All right. Yeah, I don't want you to feel.
I want